bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be.
That's some good stuff right there. Okay. So like always, as all of you know, you don't even have to be a survival or a wilderness person to know this. There could be a dead animal. There could be a couple other reasons why you wouldn't want to just drink that water. In this case, no problem. I would drink that water in 2 seconds. And what you want to look for is, of course, your natural filters. And you want to see, here it doesn't get any better. You can see. There could be a dead deer, 500 yards above, and you're probably okay here to drink this. That's if he happened to get thrown into that small little trench. So by betting odds, you're more than likely okay to drink the water almost every single time. But, they like to exaggerate and talk about those, the instances, that do happen. And you could drink that water and you could die because of something that's going on above, and then you didn't realize it. Most likely not. I mean, like that, no water's gonna kill me. Maybe I could get sick, but I'm not dying from drinking that. I'll eat that dead deer right now. So, terrible survival session, but always look for natural filters. That water to me is unbelievable. Probably some of the best drinking water in the whole world. Just as good as. No contamination, nothing. Now watch this. Look at this thing. These things are so special to them. That's why there's notches, like ridiculous, unexplainable things on these boulders always. Some kind of campsite. So I got back, but I'm way down now. I got to walk up a mile. Ooh, let's walk up through that special forest. Nobody's around. See these rocks? They couldn't just help it, could they? Putting that there. Uphill. Energy. It's something about energy. Give me a second. So, now here's this mountain, okay? It looks flat here, but it's completely straight up. If you could see it right past here, the whole entire thing is like this. So I'm going to try to navigate back in there. I've never been in there before. This is kind of a new, it's not new, but I don't go in here much. I kind of like talk to them from the road, and they'll send the birds out. You guys, wait till you see the picture. We all got it. Carlos, so far you have the best, you got it the clearest. It's right there. I'm with the bird. You'll see the signs right there. I don't want to blur it this time. So let's just go see what's going on. You guys, I got them with their invisible tech. Right there with the bird. So 2 times now we have it perfectly. Look at this place. Look how squatchy.
These guys right here live all on that hill, so right there it goes straight up. It's unreal. I'm going to show it to you today probably. I was thinking also, oh, look at this. See how they mark here? I was thinking also if I could get a chance today, depending on what happens here, if I can go back to where that, remember, like, there's a place miles from here, but it's the same type of terrain. It's a part of this forest. And that guy, somebody walked in and they started building this platform. Doing a really good job. It was very unusual that he applied such an effort of brand new wood and his carpentry skills and then just left it. I think he got, remember, you don't always have to be scared. I think some of them can just simply make you change your mind. He could have been there and without say nothing happened. You could ask that guy, be like, hey, why'd you stop? He'd be like, I just lost interest, in it. It can be things like that. You want all this definitive proof, but that's how they do it. That's how you're fooled. Because it's not in your common sense. Somebody's like, Mark, do you get tired of repeating yourself? It's like on the live chat last time I was doing the premiere, and I was like, no, because you have to remember, guys. Look at this. I do get tired of it, and I don't want to repeat myself. But there's a lot of new people. It's a seat. It's a seat right there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to your room, okay? Now I don't want to do a play-by-plan here, but man, you got to see, so there's that seat there, and you got to see the traffic leaving the seat. Nowhere else, just leaving that seat. Here's the pine cones, right? You come this way. I'm so excited. You guys, I have nerves of steel. I'm glad Helka's with me. She's been a really good buddy to me lately. Remember, Helka's had a tough life. She's been abused. Come on, Helka. Look, she can't even get over. Come on, good girl. The most faithful, loyal dog you could ever have. And I would have to... She loves water. Go ahead, Helka. It's okay. Go ahead. She wants that water. Honey, it's okay. Right here. Helka, it's okay. Get your water. Get your water. No, it's not you, silly. Get your water. See the water? She wants it. I know she does. Yes, see. Good girl. You guys, so she's had a tough life. There's no room for her in the trailer. She's been sleeping over and, never leaves my side, but I'd like it to be someone in Colorado or someone that would be willing to come get her, because I just don't have I can't take my truck, for a 10-hour round trip. I need to save all those miles for this. Because the one thing that'll hurt me, and we're going to get right into this. Oh my God, this is good. This is so good. You guys, I have nerves like I don't even know if I've ever had before. Look at this. So there's your big stump, just like all those guys get in Europe. There's such a thing in Europe with these stumps in them. And then look at this. So something's walking all through here. It's them. And then look at the teepee structure on top of the tree. Upside down branches. Look at that thing. It's a beautiful day today. It's a little chilly right now still, but it's beautiful. It was 65 at the ranch. Look at that. I'm in the right place. That one's a giant leaner. Underneath it, that one comes up to that one, so they can tell you they did it. And now I'm walking into a special place. Guys, look at the size of these trees. Look at the trident. Custom trident. This is my good camera, but it's just, I got it working on I'm looking at cameras right now and I have it working like just a little bit. Okay, so this is how everything's coming around this. And that's where we got to go. And it's all on a hill and a lot of it's going to look like this. Remember, they like to hide right there. They came right to the road. Now remember, when I've seen these guys, I've heard them moving and getting into position many times, but the times on my sightings, I've never heard them. And when I watched my white one run away from me, kind of glide away from me, he made no noise at all that I can remember. I have no memory of any noise. Look at this trail. Yes, this is all them. This is going to be a good video. It's got to be. When I say good video, I just mean like good place. I don't mean I'm doing a good video. I don't know. It depends on the walking. Let me see what I can do. Oh, what is that? White head right there. Get out of my way. What the hell is that? Hi guys, how are you? It's just a glare. It looks like this white head. I'm like, hi guys. Like they're gonna be like, oh, doing good, how are you, Mark? Not too bad. Trump or Biden? Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, it's not going to come out in the camera well. It's simply unreal. This is like literally their homes. Like where he's coming out. You see how this is all? Hucka, say hi. Who's a good girl? Huh? Who's my girl? Who's my girl? Sit, 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 sit. Good girl. Good girl. Look at how chopped up this is. See how it's blocked in? So I came through this trail. See, the trail, it looks like whatever's playing around in here doesn't go over it. It looks like they go under. And they come in here, and it's all just like a playground of like hundreds of little things. Like little beings. There's got to be something secret back here. I'm actually approaching. I'm probably 7-8 miles away, but I'm actually heading towards the secret base. So it would be an amazing thing if something just flew right over here. You know, and by the way, guys, our Blackhawks have the most advanced technology, like even in public, like they will tell you, of human detection systems. Like so they can fly through here and they can detect you. Not that like you couldn't, you know, get like, just like Predator, put dirt and stuff all over you. It's probably mostly from heat they get you, but they have other ways. So they can see. So now you know, when I tell you that what the Blackhawks are doing here, they're scanning the forest. They can see every being giving off heat, and who knows what else they have as far as tech goes. So you better believe when those Blackhawks are hovering up there, they're seeing these guys. It's part of, you know, research or whatever they're doing. See these hills, look how steep this is. But it's also special. This is where I want to be today, you know. Give me a little slack on what you're seeing, because take my word for it. This is good. Do I just walk straight up that? Always film up the almost impossible hills, because I've had great luck just getting them on their seats at the top. Because he knows I'm not going up there, and he knows if I do, he's got all the time in the world. He can have breakfast, Bible study, and then and then make it out of there. See the parallels? You look really, because you know what it is? It's like a jungle in here. So you're not seeing the incredible structures. She's so happy. This is all she wants. She's never been in the forest before. Until she came out with me. Bone there. One bone, as always, next to one of their wallows. Really cool. I don't want to bore you too much. Let's see if I can get something to happen. This out. I did not see it. I was just saying, like, because I was explaining the lack of structures, but they're all here. Watch this. Like, really beautiful ones, okay? Okay, so you got your doubles there. So on that. That's where they'll be if he wants to be real invisible right now, okay? I'm standing right underneath two more. That's just not an accident. That one's a trident, right? And then watch this. It's right there. I didn't see it. I'm talking to them off the camera. You guys, I'm like, you guys, I know your tech. I know this is what I was saying. I don't know why. I'm like, I know your tech. I know your, is that a seat? All these seats are going to be right there. I know that's a seat right there. I can see it. Look. I'm like, all your tech. I said, you're not going to scare me. Don't be afraid to come out. That's the seat right there, right at that base, right. So all the stuff where you sit right there, and then it's just weird. Special place. It takes a long, long time to figure this out. Nobody will ever just come in here by accident, you know? I had to deliberately do research on them for 5 years to figure out where this particular spot was. And know many, many others that are friends with them until I got here. That's how it works. If it doesn't work that way, prove me wrong. Coming into a good spot. Look at the Squatch Fest. So we got a seat here. Look how it's behind. There's no way an animal would stop here, right? This is in the middle of all their stuff. Tridents, the X's, everything. There's the seat. And if it's not good enough, she's having trouble. Good girl, Helk. Good girl. There's the other one that was just used. They were both used recently. Seat, X over the seat. Okay, I'll never lie to you. Those are the beings of this forest sit in those seats. People like so to go back to where do I get tired of repeating myself? No, you have to remember I'm a teacher in this in a way, and you know there's always new people. They'll be lost. Look at that X, guys. It's sideways. That's the one I showed you from a distance, but it's actually put so that this side of it's going uphill. So I have to constantly refresh as I go because I have new people every day. There might be 50 new people today, and there's between 500 and 1,000 new people every month, even censored. Those are just word of mouth people. And I have to go back a little bit. That's why I thank the people that watch me, like Gail and people like Terry that are always there for me. That, thank you for the times I have to repeat or, it's never too much repeats, just like, something I'm saying. Because the reason I am, besides that I'm repeating, is because some people are not understanding what I'm saying. And until they do understand, I'm going to keep saying it like a broken record. Look at this place. You guys, it's getting better and better as I go. I told them all about their tech. I said, I know all about it. You're not going to scare me. Just come out. So now many times I've been to where I get to see them, but I just want them to walk over to me. Holy moly. You guys, I might be onto something good here. You have to understand it's really hard to go up there, which is the best. So let's keep going. I feel good. I'm going to keep going. You guys, look at this. I got to go through a whole routine just to get the camera on. I have my cell phone and my backup camera, but my backup's getting trashed too. Look at this, how special this is, guys. Here's a place, like I say all the time, but I really mean it more than ever, where no one's ever been before. No human being has ever stood here before. Helka can't even get through. It's okay, honey, it's okay. She really can't, she's panicking. Over here, over here. Helka, no. Helka, here. She one thing, she's real smart, like, she completely understands if you point, Helka, she'll come right here, watch. I pointed it, and she'll find it. Good girl. It's not easy. It's not easy being greasy. It's out here. I'm sitting right here. She won't move. She'll stay right there for 10 minutes unless I'm talking to them. And I just simply, usually don't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you. Just simply explain to them how much I love them. I said, I don't care about the good, about evil, about what your intentions are, about anything. I said, you know what I mean? I care, but I don't as far as my love for them goes. I love them no matter what. And I don't know why, I think it's because they changed my life. I think it's because it's so amazing, like, who would have guessed? You know what I mean? That this was possible. And then even way more harder to believe than that, who would have guessed I would be doing this? It's crazy. So I'm forever internally grateful. Does that make sense? For them. I love them, and I tell them all the time. And sometimes when I give it to them genuine, like I'm like, read my heart. You know what I mean? Like it is as genuine as it comes. Then I'll get like responses, but I didn't on this one. Probably because I'm standing right next to one of those leprechauns. I call them leprechauns. They go right in there. Little guys, can you guys believe that? So it's one thing, I think a lot of us have wrapped our minds, even not too huge believers, that there is Bigfoots out there. But they're big and there's 10-foot things and they're gonna look in your window, things like that, and it's just simply not the case. It is the case actually, but not, it's only one tiny little minority of it. The rest of it, I believe that the bulk of it is right here. You're standing in a world, I'm standing in a world of little ones. I gotta make it up there. Everything's pushing me up here. Let me show you why. This is amazing. Oh, you mother freaker. I don't say the other word. Okay, so I got something special going on right here. And everything's pointing for me to go up there. Let me show you something before I turn the camera off. Elke, you gotta be careful, honey, because it's not gonna be easy to carry you out of here. Do you guys see how steep this is? It's crazy steep. There's the X from the side. It's unreal. What a confirmation. And then not only just that giant X, okay? We're talking 125, maybe 50 feet straight up, pushed uphill. Then you got your seats. Then you got your third touching the X. And I've already gotten 2 wood knocks right there. So I'm gonna go there. And I know something's here. I can see it a little bit with my eyes. There's a giant seat right there. It's right there. I don't want to go in there because I want to see what's over here. Holy shit! Oh, it's a boulder. You guys see how steep this is? You can't tell on the camera. Holy moly! Hold on, wait till you see this. It's so steep. Look at this. They would knock me from here. Blatantly, once and then twice. And it was to get me to, they want you to see this. I know they want someone to see this. Right here. Hold on, let me turn it off. So, here's where the kingpin sits. Okay? Look at the seat, I walked right by it. Is that a giant bone on the seat? Forgive my breathing. I'm flying right up here. I'm probably in the best shape of my life. Seat, 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 X. Sorry, would not. Yes, I heard that. Sounds are good. She's not good with scents unless she's on top of it or she doesn't care about them, but something went woo down there. Not right there, but like pretty far away. 200-300 yards away, and we both heard it. Look at this. Okay, so that's making that X, right? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. That's part of the X. And then that one comes up. Look at this. The kingpin seats. Watch, guys. Look at that. You guys, I lost. I'm working on getting it recovered, but look at that. Holy shit. It's the only boulder in the entire forest near me. And look at it. It's weird, my vibes just went away. I don't know why. I don't think they left or anything, but I was completely held in a supercharge this whole time. And then it just disappeared. It froze. He's only that as big as that looks in the camera, that dude's only like 3 or 4 feet tall. Look at this. Remember, people, don't analyze timestamps when you're seeing this. This is what I have showed you when you see this and there's a blurry face in there, you no longer have to question it as long as you have their system involved. Do you understand? I was the one that did that, okay? You have to understand. I have paved the way to where you never have to wonder about a picture again. Look how he comes out of these seats. There's the footprint. Here's where he scrapes off. He's never walked there once in the history of that tree. But yet every time he steps where my foot is and steps there out of these seats. Tell him, Helka. 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 She's not paying attention. She might be going. She hears fine, but her hearing is not perfect. She's about 10. I don't think she's not gonna be able to get here. Helka, stay. Honey, it's okay. Just stay right there, okay? Now, funny, a dog can't even get into their areas. Hey guys. He's the 4-footer's gone. It's gone. Look at this. She's like, I told her to stay. She didn't even make an attempt not to stay to begin with. She's like, I'm staying right here. Can't get any further. Something you'll always see when you're standing on top of where they always are. I bring you to their homes. Why people are listening to people still talking about Bigfoot is a mind blower. I'm in their homes. Why would you listen to somebody that has no idea what they're talking about? That doesn't make any, because you like their personality? You're not learning anything. Go watch like a regular YouTube channel for that if you want personality. Back up. It just keeps going forever straight up that hill. That hill is another 2 miles straight up like that. Just like this. It never stops. That's a long ways. So with her, I'm stuck. Look. See, I'm actually restricted with a dog. She hasn't moved. You can't see her. She's right down there. She cannot get in here. She did move. She's trying to. She's right there. Helka, stay. It's okay. You stay there. You sit. It's okay. Helka, stay. She thinks I'm telling her to come. Right there. Look at that. That's amazing. Think about it. You know, someone that's untrained in this situation their brain can't understand that was done on purpose. They think every tree in the forest made symmetrical X's around the only boulder in the forest, and what it is nothing here is an accident. That's the hard part. Nothing. Not one of these sticks, by the way, is touching the ground, and not one of them is an accident, and they're all put there for a reason. None of this is done for fun, okay? It's not done for, you made it. Look, she can't get up. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, there you go. You found a seat. She always goes to their seats. You know what, Helka? Let's sit right here. Let's sit right there. It's amazing that 4-foot Bigfoot is completely gone now. Shadowing me the whole time. Sometimes you get the little ones. They're very friendly. They seem to be the most curious. Like they want to come hang out with you, you know, and they can within reason. As long as you're not too aware of it, then they're allowed to do it. All right, Helka, what do you think? Hey, you're gonna need water, I know. I don't even know if I have any. Did I bring water? Yes. But I have no way to give it to you. Give me a sec, guys. Check this out. I didn't even realize it. The triangle comes right into the seat. Right there. And I'm sitting in his seat. This is where he sits. I swear on Jesus Christ himself. Does that make you feel better? May I burn in everlasting hell if this is not a seat of a forest being. How's that for you? Look at that. Anyone that knows me knows that is very immature, but in a sense it's not. I want to give you an idea of how absolutely knowing I am about this particular situation. It's amazing. Watch this. This is how you rig a dog bowl space blanket. Okay. Here. Right here. Right there. This dog needs a lot of water for some reason. She'll come up to you and tell you She'll be like, you know she wants water. Good girl. She needs a rest. I'm resting for her. So that's it. Give me a sec. All right, so unfortunately I can't go any further because of her. So we're going to do some other stuff. Helka, what do you think? You know what? Let's go. I tell you what. Let's go to the bottom of this forest, like she's listening, and see some of the more unique structures. So opposed to where they are. See, when you sit in their seats, it's when you're going to get the least usually. You got to go down and give them a comfort zone as well. I'm in their living room. Look at the seat, guys. Do you see it? Okay, that's a triangle that goes down. Me and Helka chilled there for a long time. Uh-oh, look at that. Even the smallest little thing matters. This very bad, in my opinion. Do not leave any of your scum on any scale when you visit. That's my advice, my opinion. Don't litter. It's disrespectful. Even if it's by accident, they're going to look at it as, like, look, we let this guy come here and sit here and he's leaving his wrappers, which would have been an accident, of course, but just be conscious of what you're doing when you're in their worlds. Let them understand that you love them no matter what. Isn't that what you do to anybody? When you love them, when you really love, like, your kids? Like, your kid could be a mass murderer and you probably still love them somehow, like they're your kid. Amazing. I feel like I've been drawing out the video here, but with a lack of interactions, because mostly the lack of interactions is because I'm sitting in where they're not, because they can't give that to me, or every time they're going to think I'm going to go sit in that seat, and they're probably right. I wouldn't, but I think most people probably would. I know it's something I've always done since the beginning, even if I'm wrong. I've always give them the respect. Like, I'll have the best day ever, and then I won't go back there for 6 months or a year. Something like that. Sometimes longer. This was different. It's so big. I had to take a look. I've always wanted to, and after it was so amazing the other day, I couldn't. With the bird and all those new structures I found, I had to come into this spot. And this is just nothing of it. They make it impossible to really explore in there, and that's cool. I think I'm going to take that as at very least as a sign of, like, look, man, if they're putting all this stuff, in language form, system form, like around their seats, it's probably a fair indication of, like, look, man, this is our private spot. Mark, you've seen it. We actually like when you see it, just, film it and leave. Get out of there after you're done. And that's what I try to do. Remember, don't look big, look small. Sorry, pointing up, I always hit the button. It's amazing that the 3 or 4 foot dude's gone. So look big too, but, like, once in a while, start zooming in more on spots like this. That's where you're going to be, that's where we're being fooled. We're looking for 15-foot creatures, and he's really 4 inches, and he's right there. Sometimes. Another seat right here. It looks like it was older. From what I can tell, he hasn't been here in the last week or two, because of pine needles and stuff that has fallen recently. Holy moly. Who's the best? Who knows? I don't think I'm the best. You know what I mean? Well, when I say that, you gotta understand. I usually don't say it, but if I'm like, who's number one? Who's the best? I'll explain it again because people don't hear. You just don't watch every video. It's like a gamer thing. I don't game, but I might play a couple. You get done with like 18 hours of work some days, and I can't do anything. It's like I just sit there. I'm like, I wouldn't mind just going on with my old buddies and killing some people or driving like a race game for an hour. That's fun. Because I don't have a family, because I don't have a life. I can't do that at the trailer because of the internet's terrible. So I have this new little office, you guys, it looks like. Look at this. Okay, so it's being marked. It's an eating station. Okay, and like always, the 500 eating stations I've shown you, give or take 100 or two. Triangle, try that. Okay, over, not to mention whatever the hell else is going on. That's an entire structure. That's how you mark the eating stations. I've told you hundreds of times how they mark these places. And you'll never go into a place that I just showed you without finding that. Does Sasquatch eat pine nuts? I don't know. I know the others do. His friends do. I get this feeling that what we know is an actual Bigfoot or Sasquatch don't. They're slightly smarter, I think. Like, in a sense. Like, they're more sophisticated, for a lack of better words. Look at this. Oh, Helke, you okay, honey? Oh my God, she almost broke her leg. Oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine? She would have been screaming, and then I would have had to pick her up and carry her out through this. It doesn't look hard. It's almost impossible. You just saw a dog almost broke her leg. It's not my fault she's here. Look at the footprints. Oh my God. Look at that. It's just got pine needles in it. That's a footprint, you guys. He comes right here. See, a lot of times they walk around their shit too. Excuse the language. Stuff. Oh my God, Helka, it wouldn't be, I'm saying it's not my fault because she made me take her seat. Oh, these are them. Okay, I'm going back the same way. All right, let me save some batteries. There's the other seat. I can't even imagine how good it gets that way. And there's a real breeze of beautiful warm air coming in. Whoa, holy shit. Sorry, I told you, I promised I wouldn't be scared. That was right behind me. I was going to look at this. That was right behind me. Hey, buddy. Is he flying away? No. He knows how I'm extending my hand. Could not hurt them. Is he? I'm trying to teach you. All you need to do is listen. See, he won't come. He's getting ones they're dropped. I think that's a blue cardinal. Not a blue jay. See, they seem fairly friendly. They'll just chase each other. Because they're like cousins or whatever. All right, I'll turn it on if something happens. Show you across the street real quick. See if you can see. We can see the teepee structure. Right there. It's an X, but it has a third that goes with the middle. And then you have all that stuff, which I showed you earlier. They're right here. They let me know. They only do. I think it's who's ever in charge that day or whatever. They can the law bending approval dude. Some days are like, no, don't, whatever's going on. Because remember, we don't understand what they're doing. We don't understand what's happening. They're not just sitting in the bushes hoping you're going to come visit them. Maybe some days, but they've got to have a bigger agenda. So anyway, over and out. I heard that too. She looked at me. We heard this noise. It went, and we both looked at each other like for an answer. That's funny. Check that out. So we've come up quite a bit up this road. It's very difficult here to figure out where I am with this. I think this is close to where I'm supposed to be. So let's go see. I'm not going to turn the camera off because it's right here. I want to relocate where that guy is. I see a tremendous amount of new work. I'm very familiar with right here. It's so easy because it's right there. The road drove right through them. Is this it? Maybe I did come in the wrong spot. How do I find where that guy built that thing? It's impossible to find it again. All right, I am going to turn the camera off because I'm in the right spot. It has nothing to do with me not being where they are. And it's the right world. But how far off am I? As you can see, your teepee structures. This is all new right here. This was never here before. Right there. Where is that? All right, give me a second.
at that. The seat's right underneath it. It's amazing. Why? Because the seat's always been, they've always been here. Actually, not here. That's the thing. Yeah, like here, but this wasn't here. You can see all the new growth. They just made this. And they know I'm going to see it. These are guys that I know very well. This is the same thing. I'm right across the street from the lumber yard, basically. I'm up about a quarter mile up this way, but the lumber yard's over there. But it's all the same place. You can follow the connected structures around it all. Look at even underneath is like amazing. Sorry, I'm trying to find something. But I figured I would show you this because it's pretty cool. And it's brand new. Like over this season. They did all of that over the season. Look at that. You know, that's where they are right in there. That's where they chill. You can see the seats right there. Like there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. But I want to keep going this way. Look at the pine cone eating. Wow. So is there more coming in? Why would they have to add this? Why wasn't this here 100 years ago? Why is it here just now? Why was this built this summer? Sorry. I'm kind of glad I came in the wrong spot because now I get to see this. And then look at this. See, so they can, the road's right there, right? But it's a road that doesn't get used. When I'm on there, even at the busiest times of year in the coronavirus, look at the X over that bend. I could be here for 8 hours and one car would pass. That's how amazing it is. And they do it so they can sit right here. Look at the pine cones. There's an X telling you, there's 2 X's, 3 X's telling you they did it with a bend X, which is amazing to me. Let me snap a couple pictures here, guys. Give me one second. I just want to do a 360 of here. Look at that, you guys. Like you have a choice. I mean, if you're staring at the screen, of course. All right. That's an amazing spot right there. See how they have it blinded? They use all their systems so you can't get through there. So if you were looking up, you'd never see. You can't even walk away from this spot without showing it again. This is a seat that just had recent pine needles fall on it. The pine needles that happened 5 minutes ago make that seat look like it's a year old, but it just happened. And then look really, really carefully. Right? X. 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 Right? And they're all connected. That's the crazy thing. Every single one of those is connected. It's the same spot I was just showing you right there. It's amazing to me. It's very complex. I mean, that's why we need some people. We need people to like specialize in certain areas. I can't specialize in everything. Like someone that'll just decide to be the X person and just think about nothing else for the rest of their life but about what's going on with the X's and why are they connected? Why does it have to be connected? You better believe it has to be connected. It never changes throughout the world. What does that tell you? It's a taught system. It's a taught language. It's a taught both. Please be over here. I'm actually trying to find something, and I got this whole new place, like nearby to where, in fact, I've walked right through here before, a couple years ago, and I think even a year ago, and that was not there. Like the signs and amazing things, but they have even here, same thing. They have added all of this. You'll see. I can't tell if you can tell on the cell phone or not. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at that. What's that button? I don't know what that does. Oh, you go all the way in first. Okay, cool. I like that. Just practice something here for a second. Okay, so I can, without just using my forefinger, I can do that. You guys, look at this. That's what people don't understand. A lot of people only think for themselves. So even if they're the coolest person, like they might have seen all 800 videos, like, okay, Mark, well, I'm ready. Well, you have to remember today's someone's first video. They're not ready. You know what I mean? It's not just you. I have a lot of people that I care about and I want to make sure they understand. Look at this. It's not a repeat. You have to repeat this a million times. until it's, it gets to something else. And, hopefully just something by accident happens because you run it so many times, because you've been somewhere, because they get to know you, because a million things. The all-knowing feelings of being here and being with them. That's when my frustration lies. When you could be dealing with the most amazing thing in the world by yourself, in 10 minutes from this second, you choose to. Doesn't make any sense to me. Remember, you can criticize all you want. I'm not here for you to like my personality. I'm here to show you the most amazing thing on the earth, not for your public acceptance of my personality, okay? Now I know I've been here before. Am I going the right way? I'm gonna show you why. Some of you might even recognize this particular trail marker. I'm on the Sasquatch Highway. I'm hoping I run into that thing. It should be down there. I know it's near this. See, this is why I know. He did this in a weird place they didn't like. I think it's right down there. Watch this. I'll never not know that trail marker. Hold on a second. In my opinion, he did this in the wrong spot. Let me show you why. He did too much work just to stop. I mean, you know what it's like to walk up, like even though I'm close to the road, it's not that, like right here, it's very steep. I came from way back there where it's easier to walk in. Like this guy really wanted to be sure no one was going to see where he built this. I think he was making an attempt to live off the grid. Like in a sense, like have just a small place where he could build a fire, and then he just stopped. And I haven't been here in a while, and I want to see if they've marked it any more than they did already since they scared this guy away. I think it is something like that. You got to know about them. See, I can do this. I'm allowed. They'll let me do this. They're not going to let an asshole do it. Do you get it? All humans are not equal in their eyes. You have to know them. You have to let them know you're there. You'd have to ask permission, speak to them, find trees that aren't alive and cut them down. You're in here cutting down their live trees. I think this is a bad idea. I have a feeling that with everything energy comes trees are much more than what we know. I believe that they are incredible like forms of like life that we don't understand. And we destroy it, And I think it's okay if we did it right. See, I remember that was there too. That hasn't changed. How long ago was I here, guys? Was it a year ago? Yeah, you can see it's fading. Oh, that was definitely put there. I don't remember that. I don't remember this. That glyph. Although it could have been there. I just don't remember it. So now they got blinds all around it. See, they don't want people to see it either. You see how they've blinded it? So from a distance looking up the hill, you probably won't notice this. This guy, why would he stop? He's using duct tape. Or, okay, you ready for this? I think I said the same thing last time. Or they did it. Because this forest, if you were to walk up into that forest, I've never even walked that way. I think I might right now. Is so unbelievably blatant that even a regular person would probably do a double take. And if you build this, I mean, who the hell would do that? That doesn't make any sense. I know they have our materials like that. I know they have like duct tape and they have all that stuff because people leave it at like campsites. And God knows how they really have it. So blatant here. Why is that dark? That darkness is not there with my eyes. Right there. Hold on. Is that him with that cone head? What is going on? What's up, buddy? I see you. Hey, guys. I don't know. I just fake it sometimes. Why is it dark right there? Do you see that? Right there? That is not visible. Right there. I have no darkness with my eyes at all. What the hell? Look at this, you guys. So, you know, do you throw something together like that? So when someone comes up here, which is so default easily to brainwash a person that knows nothing, they'll walk up and be like, oh, look at this guy, man, he really made a mess around here. Look what he did. That's as far as it will ever go. And that took care of all of it. Now, do I still think that? I don't think so. I mean, it looks to me like maybe they messed around, but it looks to me, she smells something right there, that this was I mean, there's a lot of cuts. They were custom fit. Can they cut? Of course. You know what I mean? They have tech. They could go invisible. They can cut a log with their tech too, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Do they do that? I don't think so. But, you know, what do we know? All I know for sure is something's up with that. There's no way that guy just did that and then stopped. So there was either a problem with them. He might not even have known it. They might have just went zip. Their eyeballs turn red. They put their hand out like this, and then you just were like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this anymore. Let's go watch The Simpsons. And you leave, and you think nothing of it again because you are human. That's why you're not as special as we're told we are. Now, do I think we're special? Yeah, but not the ego problems that you have no validation. You're a spring chicken that knows nothing of this earth. And you just have to remember that. Just humble yourself. It's that simple. It's amazing that people will get offended if I say that, lose your ego. Someone with an ego gets offended. Go figure. Pine, whatever they are. You see that? Isn't that amazing? All this right there. And then that guy, somehow, in the middle of this, some dude starts building that. And then stops. And then since then, they've completely covered it with blinds and X's so it can't be seen. Not buying it. I just heard something tap over there. There's so much new work. See it right here? I just know because, in this case, because I can see that it was all broken and everything's still green. Back there, I knew because they did a whole entire giant structure. See here? This is also, these little ones can just be right there. 400 people could walk by. There could be 50 of them right there and not one person will know. Why? Because you're human. Look at the star structure on the ground. All right, bye. All right, so this battery's dead. As I told you, I lost all my batteries and my pack today. I wanted to get a quick zoom of what I've been doing here. It should be on my cell phone, but this will give you a view from out as my battery's blinking. Something scared them. So there's something there. They're right there. I know they're right there. I don't want to ruin this, so I'm just going to take a quick zoom. That's right by the lumberyard. They're right in there. I know they are. They're I think the ones that made all this happen. Okay, I've never had them follow me that far. And as you can see, you know, their structures are everywhere. It's amazing what's right there. So I'm curious. I don't think a bird would eat this. Let's find out. Teriyaki. Let's see if the battery dies, you know. I'm gonna back up for a zoom. I'm working harder at this than I do at Bigfoot. Will they take the beef jerky? Probably not. They don't even think they'll see it. They love those noodles. Right out of my hand. I didn't get it on camera, but I got it so close that you'll believe me. They didn't have any reason to, because they had the giant pile in front of them. This is my favorite one. Such personality. All right, so now they have been flying different directions. Kind of weird. Trident.
One day, I hope that you'll understand this the way I know it, this for a fact. It'll change your entire life. There's all three. Isn't that funny? The third came in. Hey, you. Really close to me. I love them. It's amazing. So for you, anyone to suggest it has nothing to do with them would actually make you insane. Trident. And then you have their bend that comes right over top of where we're actually doing that. They have everything to do with what's happening right there. It's baby steps. And if you don't understand it, we're never going to get anywhere.
Then, right here, which is just a few feet away, is really weird looking stones. Something that was here a long time ago, but it's very strange. It's not an old foundation because the whole thing is thick and stacked, in on and out. And then they marked it. Not once, but twice. 3 times later. I don't even know that song. It just came to me. That's something. There's something done there. I would say, don't ever, like I saw something the other day, don't ever quote me on it. When I was like, oh, the sheep looks like it's been dead for a month or two. Like, that thing could have been there for 3 years. I have no idea. Sometimes you can date it, like guesstimate it and be accurate, but like on that situation, I can be more accurate, like saying that's been there like that for a long time. You can see these are blinds because they'll chill right here. This is them coming out. This is the playground in front of their giant world. I can't even begin to look at it because of the way they block it. And especially with Helka, who's for the first time in her life disappeared. There she is. She can't get over the big trees. See how they just like put that stick there? Things like that. They make blinds. That's all water out there. So this is a real safe place. The only thing that would have to watch here would be this trail that's right there. And I don't think you have to watch it very often. Because I think this year, I'm guessing some people, by how packed down that is, some people must have came over. That's kind of weird. Oh, there's a pile of dirt dumped into the hole. You gotta be kidding me. Look how they're throwing things in the hole. I told you something's up with the dirt, you guys. It's the little ones, okay? They're like bringing wheelbarrows on little scales. I'd give anything to film it. I'd give anything. Just for myself, I just want to see it. That's all. Not to, like I said, this isn't money for me. I'm not trying to make money by this. You know, I need help, so you guys, but you know, so support and stuff, but like really, you guys, it's like mostly the reason Colorado Bigfoot exists is a handful of people. You know, people like Gunner and Rita and all these people that do this, KK, do all these super chats. You know, it's always the same people. You know, if you like what I'm doing, you guys help out. Give these guys a break once in a while. Because sooner or later, I'm not going to have a choice. I want to continue doing this. I live a life of solitude and misery outside of this. Not misery, but you know what I mean? I have no friends. I have no... Yeah, I can go on my online friends, yeah, but who I feel like are my real friends in real life, too. But I don't get to see them or hang out with them. So, you know, it's not an easy situation, but that's how drawn I am to it. And I do need help. So am I begging? Absolutely not. Weird that hole had dirt in it. There's tons of dirt here, all piled here. Look, over a stick like they always do it. Look at the bends coming out. This is their world right there. Let me show you these 4 or 5 pushed over logs right there. See, there's like one. I think they're right there. 2, 3. Look how they're all together. And those 2 right there are making a perfect X. So if you looked from above, which you could see perfectly from the sky, you'll see the X. And then these UFOs come in and they hover over places like this for some reason, because there's something to do with these guys. Why is it bouncing? Look at the leaners. So not only did they do it, but they put a leaner on the corner, and they put one here too. That's a giant X. And then you can walk perfectly right in front of them all. Look at that. Look, it's too clean. It's too clean. Elka, figure this out.